Life is a tapestry woven with moments of joy, challenge, triumph, and disappointment. From the earliest days of our lives, we learn that difficulties are an inescapable part of the human experience. Sometimes, they come in the form of unexpected hardships, a loss, a setback at work, a troubled relationship, or even a personal struggle within ourselves. At other moments, challenges are more subtle but equally demanding. The anxiety before a big decision, the pressure to meet expectations, the uncertainty of the future. It is natural to wish those difficulties away, to hope for a journey unmarked by strife. Yet, embedded in every difficulty is an essential truth. Obstacles do not last forever. They pass, sometimes quickly, sometimes after what seems an impossibly long time. The landscape of our lives is ever-changing, and even the most relentless storm eventually gives way to calmer skies. This is as true of the challenges we face in our personal lives as it is in our shared human experience. History is filled with the stories of people who endured great hardships and, with time, saw those hardships fade into the past, replaced by periods of healing and opportunity. But the core of our journey is not defined by whether or not we encounter hardship. Instead, it is shaped by how we choose to face those moments when life feels most difficult. The real test is not found in the storm itself, but in our response to it. When difficulties arise, we have a choice. We can allow ourselves to be overwhelmed by fear or despair, to withdraw and shut down, or to search for someone to blame. Or we can choose to stand with courage, to look honestly at what lies in front of us, and to take action, however small, however tentative. Sometimes that means reaching out for help, admitting we are struggling. Sometimes it means simply holding on, refusing to give in when everything inside us wants to let go. Other times, it means finding a new path forward, adapting to a new reality we never expected. Resilience is the word often used to describe this ability to withstand adversity. But resilience is not merely surviving difficulty, it is finding a way to grow because of it. Every time we stand tall in the face of hardship, we add another layer of strength to the foundation of who we are. The wounds and the scars, while they may never fully disappear, also become reminders of what we have overcome. No one is immune to suffering, and yet, through suffering, many of the world's most beautiful human qualities are born. Compassion, empathy, patience, and kindness often grow from our own moments of struggle. We become more able to understand the burdens others carry because we know what it is to carry weight ourselves. Our challenges can be a source of humility, teaching us that we are not in control of everything, and that asking for help is not a weakness, but a profoundly human act. It is also important to learn that facing difficulty does not require us to be unyielding or emotionless. It is natural to feel sadness, fear, or anger when life is hard. These emotions do not make us weak or unworthy. They make us real. Facing difficulty with courage does not mean refusing to feel. Rather, it means acknowledging our emotions, allowing ourselves to experience them fully, and then finding a way to keep moving forward, step by step. Sometimes, the lessons we learn in hard times come into focus only with distance, with the clarity provided by time. We may not recognize, in the moment of our hardship, just how deeply it is shaping us for the better. Yet so often, when we look back, we discover that it was precisely in our most challenging moments that we discovered strengths we never knew we possessed. We see that the relationships forged or deepened through adversity have become some of the most precious in our lives. We notice that the compassion cultivated from our own suffering has made us better friends, partners, and community members. There are countless stories, great and small, that testify to the indomitable human spirit. Individuals who believed that a chapter of pain or defeat was the end, only to find it marked the beginning of an entirely new journey. The person who struggled for years with self-doubt, only to discover their own voice and share it with the world. The community devastated by disaster coming together to rebuild. The survivors, the dreamers, the quiet heroes, all teach us that difficulties are not the final word, but part of a much larger story. Whatever you are facing now, no matter how dark or unending it may seem, remember that this moment too will pass. Time is both a healer and a teacher. The pain you feel now, though real and valid, will not last forever. There is hope, even when hope seems out of reach. The challenge, then, is to choose your response. Face your difficulties with courage, knowing that to do so is already a victory. Lean on those who care for you. Allow yourself grace when you falter, and celebrate the progress you make, however modest it may be. Recognize that you have survived every hard day up to this point, and you are capable of surviving this one too. Ultimately, life is less about the problems we encounter and more about the person we become through facing them. In every trial, there is the possibility of growth, transformation, and greater understanding. The story of your life is not written by the difficulties you face, but by the choices you make in the midst of them. So, when the road feels impassable, remind yourself, every difficulty will pass. The measure of our lives is not found in their absence, but in the strength, wisdom, and compassion we discover as we navigate them. You have already come so far. Trust in your ability to face whatever comes, for in doing so, you are writing a story of resilience, hope, and enduring human courage.